Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action here on this Friday afternoon at Gulfstream Park. We'll send it upstairs to Pete Aiello with the scratches and the changes on the card.
The weather is beautiful, partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 80s, the main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, and we're off the turf. And they're off. Poor start, Knight at the back. Quick start in the middle for Broken Sound, who heads off for the early lead. Super Document rushing forward toward the rail. Nadir Hahn is in between horses, and the favorite Son of Honor is 4 wide looking to get over. After a bad break, Knight comes away second last, and Kai is at the back as they swing to the far turn. With the advantage, Son of Honor crosses over from the outside draw and leads now by a length and a half. Here's Knight making a bold bid into a 3 wide second spot. In between horses, Broken Sound. Along the rail, it's Nadir Hahn. 2 back to Super Document. Kai far back. 21-4 for the quarter. 7-5 the number. Jaramillo and Son of Honor, they are the boss. Off the turn, 2 on top. Knight blew the start and has made a sustained rally into second. Moving out the rail, that's Nadir Hahn. Underway from the back, Super Document. They're an eighth of a mile from home, but Son of Honor is gone. Son of Honor by 5, by 6, and still moving away. The battles for minor placings. Broken Sound has emerged into second behind Son of Honor, who's a handy first race winner. Second, Broken Sound. Third, Super Document. Fourth was Nadir Hahn. And they're off. In the middle, Wanna Be Loved gets the first call. Up on the outside, that's Dream Scheme rushing up to take over, moving out the rail. Coercive, these 3 almost in line. The favorite is well situated, try to make sense, fourth with an inside lane. Always True is on his outside, racing about 3 lengths behind. Then it's Sponge Time ahead of Orb Alpha, third last. Second last is Antillion, and Maktub is last of all, separated by 8 lengths in the run around the first turn. Wanna Be Loved, a bit keen, up to take the advantage from Coercive, who's back to second. Dream Scheme is now third, try to make sense with his ears up as their fourth. Outside fifth and Always True, 2 better than Sponge Time. Then it's Orb Alpha, on his outside goes Antillion, and 2 to the trailer, Maktub. 24-2 for the opening quarter. They race their way to the half-mile point. Wanna Be Loved leads narrowly. Dream Scheme is on the outside, badgering the leader through a 49-second half-mile. Coercive tries to hold the rail spot out in the center, and moving closer is Always True. Try to make sense, works off the inside to begin a rally. Then up the rail, it's Sponge Time, who passes Antillion ahead of Orb Alpha. Maktub is last. Around the far turn they go. Zayas gets into the clear on the favorite, try to make sense, but he's hard at work, racing a joint third behind Wanna Be Loved, who has the lead. They went 3 quarters and 1:12-4. Wanna Be Loved has the lead up the top of the lane, 3 parts of a length. Far outside, Always True. In the middle, try to make sense. Dream Scheme is fourth. Off the turn in the stretch drive, try to make sense. Tries to get a rally together to go get Wanna Be Loved, who's an eighth of a mile out with a 2-length lead. Wanna Be Loved trying to buckle down for the challenge of Try to Make Sense. Try to Make Sense trying to launch a late bid, but time ticking away, and Wanna Be Loved is still clear. Wanna Be Loved is in front. Try to Make Sense is second. Always True ran third. From last to fourth was Maktub.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. The favorite, Valued Cajun, was away quickly, taken on for the advantage by Gator's Reign, and Gator's Reign striding forward to take the lead. Valued Cajun will angle off the inside to race from second, and Flashover's an early third. Moving out the rail, Jaker takes over a fourth spot ahead of Three Little Birds. Then back to the outside, Valid Sense, and Senior Money lingers toward the back of the field. Gator's Reign is off the lead by 3. With a ton of late money, Valued Cajun closed at 1-5 and is on the chase from second. 2 back to Flashover, Three Little Birds making progress toward the rail. Another 4 back to Jaker, then Senior Money, who's better than 10 lengths off the lead, as Gator's Reign confronted now by Valued Cajun. A quarter of a mile from home, and Valued Cajun makes his bid for the lead. Three Little Birds tightened up for room at the rail. Far outside, it's Jaker. They're off the turn. They're in the stretch drive. The leader, Valued Cajun, by a length and a half. Three Little Birds not done trying. He angles off the inside to come after him. 5 ahead of Jaker, who's now third. They're a 16th from home. Valued Cajun tries to hold off Three Little Birds. Valued Cajun just in front. Valued Cajun. They're off. Pax Monday was away quickly and smoothly and reaching out for the early lead from Freaky Neeks, who moves up to the inside to take him on. Hamdoon's away an early third. Ridden into the race is the Gray Bull by the horns to take over fourth ahead of Gigline and Chimelo. They're at the back of the group. Field separated by 4 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. Freaky Neeks has the lead by half a length. Pax Monday under a nice grip while racing second. Hamdoon out in the center from third. No place to go. Bull by the horns. At the rail, Gigline, and Chimelo is last. 23-1 for a casual opening quarter. They swing to the far turn. The leader, Freaky Neeks, by a half a length. Pax Monday asked to do some work to go get him from second. 2 back to third, and Hamdoon. Ridden but not gaining is Gigline. It's been a less than smooth trip for Bull by the horns. He starts to get a rally together about 7 lengths off the lead as they race for home. Freaky Neeks on the inside. Outside, Pax Monday locked up heads apart through a 46 2/2 mile. They're a quarter of a mile from home, and they've put speed on the others, led by Bull by the horns and Hamdoon. Freaky Neeks is tough on the inside, and he's finding more under jockey Leonel Reyes. Turns in on top by 2. Pax Monday in a more earnest position to try to go get him, but Freaky Neeks, he has other ideas. He's responding. He leads by 2.5. Pax Monday is second. Bull by the horns is third. At 9-2, the winner is Freaky Neeks by almost 2 in the end. Pax Monday second. Bull by the horns third. Well clear of Hamdoon, who holds fourth. Level start. From the middle, Omo 10 Girl springs off to head for the early advantage, taken on outside by Gimme Some Luck, trying to hold an inside spot. Slew Diva, Spiteful Election is toward the rail. Pop Rocks is at the back of the field with Leprechauна just ahead of her. Katie Kate is out wide, widest of all, Secret Victory. They fan across the course as they enter the far turn. Omo 10 Girl has the rail in the lead. Gimme Some Luck alongside second. Now moving between horses, Leprechauna gets a nice seam to run into third. Outside fourth and Katie Kate. That's all for Slew Diva. Then back to the outside, Secret Victory. Spiteful Election is next, and Pop Rocks is last. They reach the top of the stretch through a 22-second opening quarter. Inside, Omo 10 Girl. Outside, Gimme Some Luck. In the waiting room, third is Leprechauna. Following along on the outside, Spiteful Election. Pop Rocks, Knives, and opening between with an 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Omo 10 Girl, who still has a 2.5 length lead. Leprechauna's rallied into second. She continues to close, time ticking away. Omo 10 Girl almost home, and she is. It's Omo 10 Girl. She's in front. Leprechauna's second. It's closer for third, but that goes to Gimme Some Luck over Spiteful Election.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
Thanks to the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter.
You've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Velvet Rage quick to begin, moving out the rail. Lulu McJett is on the go. Out in the center, here's speed from Zealot looking to get over with Mucho Macho Lady not far away in the run to the half-mile point. Zealot will get over, and Zealot leads to the far turn by almost 2 now. On the far outside, Wicked this way comes, and between horses, Mucho Macho Lady. Moving out the rail, that's Lulu McJett. Then it's the favorite Little Gussie. She's inside of outside running the Estrella, who's 7 lengths behind. Dropping back is Frosty Bell, passed outside by Looks to Kill. Then at the rail, it's Whiskey Whim, Our Glorious Life not involved, as they went the quarter in 21-4. Off the turn in the stretch drive and a return ride in South Florida. Sammy Camacho and Zealot turn first on top by 3. Lulu McJett is second. Little Gussie is at the rail. Looks to Kill is on the outside, but this is 3 for Jose Castro. It's Zealot, a 7-1 geared down winner. Zealot wins in victory formation by 6 in the end. Good battle here for second. Can't call it. It's either Little Gussie surging inside of Lulu McJett. Looks to Kill is 4th. Racing in the Sunset 6. Off in a Tangle Square Baby. Across the course for the early lead. On the Nile begins quickly. Patty's Gift is moving at the rail. Splitting them, J.J. Monet gets away in third. Five Eyes on Michelle tightened up for Racing Room as Morelos tries to get her into the clear. She's there now. On the far outside, Fashionable Kitty in front of area code 501 and Lady O'Brien. The trailer is Square Baby. Past the half-mile marker and moving to the far turn. And up front, it's Patty's Gift, taking some pace heat from J.J. Monet, who's within a half a length in second. The quarter speed was pretty robust, 22-1. From third with an inside lane is Five Eyes on Michelle. Back to fourth is On the Nile. Lady O'Brien is fifth with a 7-length margin to overcome as they reach the top of the stretch. The leader is Patty's Gift, on top by a length and a half. J.J. Monet is second. At the rail, Five Eyes on Michelle tries to sustain her rally. Back to fourth and On the Nile. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Patty's Gift through a 45 2/2 mile is an eighth of a mile from home and 2 on top. Five Eyes on Michelle off cover off a good trip, but she's still 2 lengths behind with a 16th to go. The leader is Patty's Gift. On the outside, Five Eyes on Michelle second, and that's where she'll stay. Patty's Gift in front. Five Eyes on Michelle second, well clear of J.J. Monet third, then area code 501 in 111-1. They're off. And they're off in the Hallandale Beach. Going to her nose at the break was That Police. She's 4 lengths slower than the others. The 2 favorites away first and second. Tessellate reaching out for early control. Vita Mia's going to run with her. In fact, Vita Mia now sticks a neck in front. From the rail, that's Triple Threat, so now they're almost 3 in line. Willow Case backs off to race in fourth now. 2 back to Dakota's Little Aurora, and a messy start has That Police last of the 6 as they race past the quarter in 24 seconds flat. Triple Threat has moved up inside of the two favorites and leads by half a length. They stack and they pack, and they slow it down mid-race. They run to the half-mile point with Triple Threat in front. Tessellate moved to her second. Outside, Vita Mia is a patient third. Moving out the rail, That Police. Then Dakota's Lil Aurora and Willow Case. They move by the half. The opening half-mile complete. That half went in 47 seconds flat. So now the favorites are first and second again. Tessellate holds inside ground. Vita Mia right alongside second. Willow Case is rallied to take third. That's all for Triple Threat. That Police is along the rail, and Dakota's Lil Aurora is last. They speed past the 5/16, and things starting to get serious on the top end. From the inside, Tessellate. In the middle, it's Vita Mia, and outside, it's Willow Case. These three arrive almost as one as they straighten for the drive. 3/4, 1:11 and 4. On their way home now on the Hallandale Beach, and from between horses, Vita Mia has taken the lead from Tessellate. She'll have to hold off Willow Case. Final eighth of a mile. Willow Case running hard at Vita Mia. Vita Mia just in front. Willow Case on the outside getting to her. Willow Case has hit the front. Willow Case wins the Hallandale Beach under Leonel Reyes. Vita Mia second, 5 ahead of Tessellate third. Runners away. Not Now Nick was away quickly and reaches out for the early lead. Polizan has speed, so does Star Prince, and so does Kaholo. In between horses mixing it up is Law of One. It's a real logjam for the early lead. They start to short out now with Kaholo up and around rivals to take the lead. Not Now Nick is there second. Law of One settles in third with Polizana 3 wide fourth. Cadenced is at the rail in fifth under a strong hold from Edgar Perez, a length and a half in front of Star Prince. He was up near the lead at the break. He's now second last. The trailer is Gold Rules. They make their way down the backstretch. The opening quarter was 23 and 4. Kaholo by a length and a half. Not Now Nick, second at the rail. From the outside, Law of One is third. Cadenced is at the rail fourth. Polizan is there fifth from Star Prince in sixth. Improving to take seventh is Don't Fire Joe, and Gold Rules is last. They make their way to the half-mile grounds. The half-mile complete in 48 and 1. It's Kaholo trying to catch a mid-race breather and go it all the way. Not Now Nick second. Up on the outside, Law of One sent to light with a 3-wide run. Back to fourth and Cadenced. Two back to Star Prince, who starts to get a rally together. Outside of him is Polizan. Then Don't Fire Joe, and Gold Rules is last. They reach the top of the stretch. Kaholo working overtime at the rail. Not Now Nick from third. Law of One. Don't Fire Joe has made good progress, and Zayas trying to thread through traffic. He's got run. No place to prove it yet, although he has a seam possibility toward the rail. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Not Now Nick has the lead with the rail run. It's Don't Fire Joe who's closing good ground. Final 16th of a mile. Not Now Nick trying to turn back. Don't Fire Joe who fires through inside, and Joe's got it. It's Don't Fire Joe for Orsino and Zayas to win by a neck. Not Now Nick second, 4 ahead of Law of One third. Cadenced is fourth in 144 and 1.
That wraps up Friday racing action here at Gulfstream. We're back with you on Saturday with a loaded 11 race card. Hope to see you out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.